there, people of the grid. You may be wondering, how do you get into a motorbike? Well, it's actually not that hard. I've been riding motorbikes pretty much my whole life since I was a kid. Dirt bikes, some street bikes, mostly dirt bikes. I rode street bike to school when I was studying computer engineering, and through that entire period, even my first few jobs, I had a motorbike, and then I kind of transitioned to a car. I had pretty much sort of thought I was out of motorbiking, and then the Honda CT 125 comes around, and I thought that's a really cool looking retro bike. I think I should get it. It wasn't an overly fast bike, but I was going with the line of you can have a lot more fun riding a slow bike fast than you can have riding a fast bike slow. And that's absolutely true. The Honda CT 125 was so much fun. And then along comes Samantha, my daughter, and says, "Dad, Mom, I think I'd like to get into a motorbike." And we thought, oh, I don't know if you want to get into a motorbike. It's dangerous. There's so, you always have to be vigilant. It's a constant watching of what's going on. You have to be hyper aware of everything all around you. We tried talking her out of it. It didn't work. She ended up getting a motorbike. Here's a picture of her bike and my bike together on the street. Now, what I ended up having to do was sell my CT 125 because it wasn't fast enough and I needed a bike that could actually go fast. So I started researching and I came across actually I sold my Honda 125. I think I had over 7,200 kilometers on it, which is pretty decent I only had it for a little over a year and a bit. The Triumph was the bike for me. I did a bunch of research. I actually went for a test drive of a BMW because I've got a good friend of mine that rides a Beamer and he wanted me to join that club. Great bike, great adventure bike. But they also had a Triumph in there. Took that for a test drive and the rest is history. I went with the Triumph. It was a little cheaper than the Beamer, of course. And I thought, I don't know if I'm going to be doing a lot of riding or a little riding, but I want a nice, really sharp looking retro bike. And the Triumph was that bike. So here we are. This is a ride that we did out to Canmore. There was a whole bunch of us that went. We did a big loop, some beautiful riding through the mountains into the town of Canmore and then back. So I'm just going to step aside and let you enjoy the bike ride. But if you want to get into a bike, it's not that hard. Take the training, take the time to actually learn how to ride safe. But there is nothing like it, and I just can't even describe it. If you know, you know.